One last hurrah. It's the final home game of the year for your Texas Tech men's basketball team as they're set to face off against the Colorado Buffaloes on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on ESPN+. Today's video, we'll break down the matchup, look at the stats that matter, discuss the odds, and give my prediction. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's RC Maxfield here for the Back to 12 podcast. And, well, if you've watched these preview videos all year, you know the question I'm about to ask you. Head on down to the pinned comment below and let me know your score prediction for Colorado at number 9 Texas Tech. And by the way, this will be your final opportunity to enter to win a $50 gift card for Homefield Apparel. I will be picking the winner on Wednesday, March 5th, and announcing it on the recap video for the Colorado game. So if you want one last entry, I know there's been a couple more entries. It will count across the board. You get 3 entries total. This is your last chance to enter. So let me know your score prediction for Colorado at number 9 Texas Tech down on the pinned comment below. All right, how about we just jump right into the stats here? Here's the ESPN page for this one. Colorado, well, it's not too great if we're being honest about it. They lost a lot of their production. Let's go ahead and say that from last year. This was an NCAA Tournament team last year, were the Buffaloes, but now they come into this one as the last place team in the Big 12 conference at 2-16. Texas Tech, 13-5. They are the second place team in the Big 12 right now. And as you can see on your screen, Texas Tech has a 93.4% chance to win this game, according to ESPN's matchup predictor. You see this on your screen. The 2 wins for Colorado in the Big 12 have actually come in their last 5 games, one against UCF, the other against Baylor. They are on a 2-game skid after losing to Kansas and at Kansas State. The Red Raiders, it's kind of been a back and forth affair. Hopefully that's not the case here for Texas Tech in this one, but over their last 5, they are 3-2. They obliterated the Oklahoma State Cowboys up in Stillwater, lost a game where they just played, simply put, terribly in Fort Worth, came back home, got revenge against West Virginia. Then they faced Houston shorthanded. Probably would have had a better chance if you had Chance McMillan in D5, but you did have Chance McMillan in D5 up in Kansas, where you beat the Jayhawks for your second ever victory at Allen Fieldhouse. I mentioned a little bit the standings. You can see them on your screen right now. Texas Tech comes in, as I mentioned, tied for second in the Big 12, behind only Houston, who has locked up the Big 12 regular season title. You can see it at the bottom of your screen. The aforementioned 2-16 Colorado Buffaloes in their first year in the Big 12 at 11-18 overall. Now, I want to jump right into the stats on this one. The offense, Texas Tech comes in as the 3rd best offensive team in the Big 12, averaging 80.6 points per game, while Colorado averages 69.7. Now, defensively, Texas Tech only allows opponents to score 66.8 points per game, while Colorado allows team to score 71.7. I'm not good at math. I did not go to college for that. But I will say I don't think I'm out of pocket here saying that it's not good to allow teams to score more points than you score regularly. Just saying, I don't know, could be me. Okay, we look at the margin here. Texas Tech scores about 13.8 points more than they allow per game, while Colorado allows teams to score 2 more points than they score per game. Now, we look at the field goal aspect of this. Colorado, kind of middle of the pack, 44.5% there, while Texas Tech averages about 47.5%. Now, the difference in this one, when you look at it, it'll be here in just a second. I promise you that. But Texas Tech, Colorado, not too far behind in terms of opponent field goal percentage. Texas Tech allows teams to shoot 42% from the field, while Colorado allows 43.1. All right, this is where things get a little different, okay? Just truth be told, this is where things get a little, wild, okay? Texas Tech shoots 37.4% from 3. Colorado, 32.1. That's fine. Texas Tech allows teams to shoot 32.1. Seems like Colorado, if the numbers don't lie there you go. That's the correlation, right? Colorado allows teams to shoot 33.5% from 3. That is not ideal considering how many threes per game Texas Tech shoots. Why do we look at this? You look at everything from the standpoint of how many threes Texas Tech has shot this year. It's the second most in the Big 12 in terms of, at least you got your makes right there, right? They average 9.9 per game, okay? Colorado averages 6.6. That's a huge difference right there. And it's one of those deals where it continues to go on, right? Like Colorado, they're a solid rebounding team. It's really only about a 1.5 rebound discrepancy between Texas Tech and Colorado, as you can see on your screen. Texas Tech allows opponents only about 32 rebounds per game. Colorado allows their opponents 33. Now you go down here and you look at, okay, is it the offensive rebounding aspect of it? And it kind of is. You look at Texas Tech, they have 11.5 offensive rebounds per game. Colorado only 9.4. And when you think about when the best time to shoot a three-pointer is, it's off an offensive rebound, and Texas Tech shoots the ball at an elite level compared to Colorado and really compared to damn near any team in the country when it comes down to it. You look at the defensive rebounding aspect of it. Colorado actually has more defensive rebounds per game than Texas Tech, just about half more per game. The rebounding margin, though, Texas Tech has a 4.8 margin in terms of they get more than, well, just about 5 rebounds per game more than their opponents, while Colorado is at 2.1. When you look at the turnover discrepancy in this one, the turnover margin, Texas Tech, well, it's 1.76, okay? So they create about 1.76 more turnovers than they, have in a game. Colorado, the worst in the Big 12. They have 3.5 more turnovers per game than they force, okay? Texas Tech has the best assist-to-turnover ratio in the Big 12, 1.58, while Colorado has the second worst at 0.9. There's a lot more we can look into here, but when it comes down to it, this is going to be a very, very difficult matchup for Colorado as I get back on the screen here, in one that, we'll look at the odds here when they come out. I'll have them down in the comments at the time of this recording. The odds haven't come out yet. I would assume that the odds are going to be in the neighborhood of about 16.5 to 18.5, somewhere in that range. If I had to guess, and obviously go get those odds over on BetUS, the presenting sponsor in the month of March here on the channel. I think that this is going to be one of those games where Texas Tech really understands what's at stake here, in the sense that, are they more talented than Colorado? Obviously. Are they the better team than Colorado? Obviously. But Texas Tech so far this season has had a tendency to play down to their competition. I think this is the game where they throw that out the window. It's March now. Grant McCaslin's going to have this damn team ready, okay? Kansas, that was a wake-up call for them in the sense of, all right, it's March, let's flip the switch. It's go time now. It's not time to play down to your competition. And most notably, this is the biggest reason, is there's a double bye at stake. Texas Tech needs that double bye. Every team needs that double bye in the Big 12, and few will have the opportunity. Houston already has it locked up. Now there's 4 teams fighting for 3 spots. Texas Tech is in a very good position to land one, and if you can get a double bye up in Kansas City, it already proves that you're in the quarterfinals, which means you only need 1 win, and you have a more likely chance to play a quad 1 win opportunity to enhance your resume, because as we know, the committee does not, hurt you in terms of what happens in the conference championships. They only help you, okay? In the sense of only positives, no negatives. So if you have quad 1 win opportunities, you want as many as you possibly can to get a higher seed, right? So Texas Tech is going to have that opportunity if they get the double bye. And not to mention as well, they've already played 20 games in the Big 12 by the time the season's over with no byes. Let's get a little bit of rest here, people. You know what I mean? Let's get an extra day's rest. Let's make sure these guys are ready to go for when it really matters here in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, when the actual NCAA tournament starts. So you want to be in the best possible position. And also, it's the final home game of the year. Okay? You don't think guys like Chance McMillan, Kerwin Walton, and other seniors, and obviously star players like JT Toppin, right? D5, and then Christian Anderson, don't want to win this game? Of course they do, right? But let's go ahead and look at the KenPom side of this, because it's interesting. You can see it on your screen. Colorado's 95th in the country. Got them highlighted right there for you. This is not going to be a quad 1 win opportunity. Not even close to it, right? In fact, it's going to be closer to a quad 3 opportunity. But you need to handle business here in a convincing fashion if you're the Red Raiders to help intensify, the metrics that the committee looks at, right? Because even if you're a 17.5 point favorite, if you beat a team by 25 or 30, the committee's going to see that. The metrics are going to see that as well. When you go over and you look at the net rankings, Colorado, 100. Again, it's not going to be a quad 1 win opportunity. You go look at where Texas Tech is as we scroll all the way back up here. They're 7th. They have a chance here to help their resume. Really what they're looking at in terms of teams that really matter. You need Baylor to win a couple games here to make that a quad 1 win as well, right? You need a couple of teams as we scroll down here and you see the likes of Kansas State. Can they potentially get back in the top 75? Easier said than done. Also, it would be great if St. Joe's got in the top 75 because then you would no longer have a quad 2 loss. Okay, so there's multiple factors here that your resume can get better at as I get fully back on your screen here. But at the end of the day, this is a handle business game for Texas Tech, and I absolutely think they will. Again, no odds are out currently at the time of this recording, which is on Monday, March 3rd, and releasing it on Tuesday, March 4th. I would suspect it's between 16.5 and 18.5. That's kind of where I'm at. So probably in that 17.5 range is where I'm guessing the odds come out for this one. But I think Texas Tech rolls. I think this team is going to come out with a fire last home game of the year. And I think, unfortunately for the Buffaloes, they're going to be on the reciprocating end of it. And I think Texas Tech comes out and handles business and wins this game by 15 plus and covers whatever that number is. I expect it to be 15 plus or higher. I'd be really surprised if it wasn't, but I think Texas Tech wins by 15 plus regardless. All right, let me know your score prediction down on the pinned comment below. Should be a fun one. Again, last home game of the year. This season has been a tremendous amount of fun. This is one of the best Texas Tech teams that we've had. Only a few games left. Hopefully, let me do my math here. This one, Arizona State, hopefully a double bye. So 3 at the Big 12 championship to win a Big 12 title, and then 6 more. Hopefully 11 more games left. Hopefully 11 more wins for your Red Raiders. But it only matters if they can handle business against Colorado at home. So again, let me know your score prediction down in the pinned comment below. And if you haven't already, be sure to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell to stay in the know on all things Texas Tech men's basketball all year long. We're going to have you covered 100% free throughout the tournament. We will have a live selection Sunday show here on the channel. You're going to want to be around for that. We might even give away another gift card. Wink, wink. No, that was a terrible wink, and I apologize. Y'all had to see that, but we might do that. So you're going to want to be around for that. And again, give me your score prediction down in the pinned comment below for another entry to win the first wink, wink, nudge, nudge of the $50 gift cards to Homefield Apparel. And hey, hit that subscribe button so you're notified right away about the content we have here on the channel. It's going to be a lot of fun, not only covering the madness and Texas Tech firmly in the mix to potentially win a national title, but also the portal. So you're going to want to stay around for that as well. As always, stay safe and Wreck 'em Tech.